So let's look at, how do I play around the market space? How do I play around the market space? What do I actually need to do? So I need to know how to play around the marketplace, how to build up myself, how to build my portfolio. I think it's expedient. I learn how to build my portfolio, or how to really go around this crypto space or the digital space, as it were. Generally speaking, a whole lot of persons have been meandering, when it has to do with the digital space, because what they felt is all about and what they think it's all about. Quite unfortunate, it's not all about that. And that's why some people have it tough to cope with the space. But you agree with me that you all not to find it tough. You ought to actually be growing and learning more continually over time until you're able to overcome, issues. I must say that, but it's cumbersome. Yeah, it's cumbersome because we're not getting it right, and we felt that the place is difficult. It's definitely not difficult. So let me just start from this aspect. So let's look at basically what are supposed to be routine that I should be doing in the crypto space. What are my routine? We have said you need to learn how to buy into coins and hold and all of that. And of course, we say patience is required. Now, I know a good number of people have not really sat down to know. So I'm not going detail about teaching you what ought to be, but just to remind you what you need to be paying attention on. Now, if you are in this space, you do not need to know too many technical stuff, but you need certain tools. Of course, number one, we have talked about wallet. It requires of you to have a wallet. Okay? It requires of you to have a wallet. So like, you need to have a wallet, that's your external wallet, the Trust wallet, the MetaMask wallet, whatever types of wallet that you want to use as a DeFi decentralized wallet to be used. So you need to have. If you do not have a wallet, obviously you will not really enjoy the space. So you need to have a wallet. And so you can now build on the wallet, being able to do transactions. And now, having created a wallet, there are different types of wallet. In fact, updated type of wallet similar to MetaMask now is called Rabi wallet, of course, which you can use on Chrome extension. But I'm not asking you to download, because sometimes you download it where your MetaMask will actually interfere with your MetaMask wallet. Of course, so we have different wallet now with different, functionality, like OKEX have a wallet, of that. Now, for me, I've been telling people want to use some exchange, centralized exchanges, like the OKEX, right? And why you need OKEX, because of the board system on OKEX. Yeah, so because of the board. And one of the lovely things about OKEX that many people had refused to go about, people still disturb me, I don't know what to do in the market and all of that. Okay, if you do not have enough money, you can go to OKEX, right? And use the demo to trade, to learn. Yeah, you can use the demo to learn how to trade effectively. Now, I've been saying this time without number, you really want to do well in the crypto, don't start from where noise are much. Yeah, noise are much around. People tell you, oh, I'm a first job trader, I trade future, I make so much money. Don't start from there. Yeah, don't start from there. Just start from basic of knowing how to swing. There are 3 or 4 fundamental things we always explain about what to do in the market. Like, let me just quickly, okay, so let me just stay here. So the market, there are things that are very fundamental for you in the market, right? Fundamental things for you. Okay, so we always say, number one, if you're in the crypto space, you should know that we have cycle. And the cycle in the crypto is usually 4-year cycle. And so this cycle gives birth to what we call the bear and bull. So let this get to your mind that the market is, in a cycle. And now, so if it's in a cycle, so it has 4-year cycle. And this cycle gives birth to the bull and the bear. And it's on that note you will see that people are agitating, all right? People who know where they are going, however, they're agitating to identify when is the bull and where is the bear. What do we call it? Bitcoin halving. Okay, yeah. Sorry, so calm down, the porter. Okay, so yeah, so Bitcoin halving, we have 307 days, 2 hours to the next halving, which approximately it's at about April 15, 2024, within those regions for the next halving. And of course, the next halving is to tell you the price, the volume of Bitcoin being mined, in 10 minutes, changing to 50% of what it ought to be. So the reward dropped from 12.5 to 6.25. So the next halving, we're going to have this divided by 2. So give or take, you're going to have 3.12, 3.125 or something, if I'm not mistaken, for the next halving. Yeah, okay, yeah. So in the 2024 halving, the reward would drop from 6.25 Bitcoin per block to 3.125 per block. So what's the significance of this block halving? So the halving goes along with the cycle, okay? It goes along with the cycle, each 4 years of a cycle. That's the kind of the logarithms of a Bitcoin. Now, it's not to just learn this for learning's sake. It's a guide for you to know how to play your game in the space of cryptocurrency, the blockchain, technology. So nobody want to bore you with all of those big English. No, the whole essence of this is for you to know how to plan yourself. And it's on that note to tell you that, okay, we're looking at the next bull run, to end maybe in 2025. Why? The pre-halving present opportunity for people to buy. Now, so with pre-halving, present opportunity for people to buy. So you now need tools to check, how do I go about the halving, yeah. So I need to know what should I do? What really matters to me? Sorry, let me quickly check one of the peers of Forex AUD card. Yeah. So all of these things are very important, and many. Oh, that's lovely. This guy is booming. Yes, this is fantastic. Okay. So now, halving presents a very interesting opportunity for us to learn. So I'm going to just clear off this movement and give and take, hide all this. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go this way. Crypto and then Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to go to Bitcoin. Yeah, so I'm gonna hide all these guys, so don't worry. Okay, so PMFE. Okay, just wanted to do something different. Okay, let's go this way. Right, so let's go this way, So now I'm going to do something. So let's go by day. Thank you. Mm. Okay. See a week. Okay. Let's go here. Now, I just want you to know when you're looking at you are coming into the crypto space to really make money and then to save yourself from those bunch of lies that people give to you most time. Let's go Bitcoin. Log. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, let's go on this guy. All right. So now this is the this is the challenge that many people have. And that's why they give into funny scheme. I'm just giving us all of this so that oh, I have all this table, never mind. Sorry, I'm gonna take all this guy. These are my points of reversal anyway, which are not to be altered, but never mind. Okay, so now it's always that the bear, the bull, and each of the are being respected. Now, the activities you get involved in during the down season, it will determine what you enjoy. But we had a challenge this year, of course. We said what we observed for the past 2009 till 2020 or 2021 bull run, we've never encountered similar thing we encountered this year, whereby the guy, go below the blue, like the golden region. But it happens this year. However, we have a kind of support. Now, we now said Bitcoin may not have such momentum to blow up, the top, just like the way, it was doing before. So for that, we have, a lesser, let's go here. Okay, so we will have a kind of a lesser wave or move of the market in this 2023, 2024, 2025. So you can now see that going for this year, we could have very big resistance when we get up to $41,000. So that chances are there that Bitcoin People are shouting it's going to go to 50,000, 100,000 this year. Well, may not be likely, right? So, but give and take, you like, okay, when we have a kind of similar double bottom at 16,000, I'm not doing technical analysis. It's just to give you an idea that the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency as a market or as a kind of environment where you want to explore, you should have in mind that you have a cycle. And the cycle give you what we call the bear and the bull. Then next, you should understand that there's a market structure. I'm not teaching you about the market structure, but when you have this consciousness, it's going to help you. Now, market structure, right? So market structure has to do with the trend of the market. Market structure combines so many things. It combines the market, the trend of the market, and the what we call area of value or critical or key point of the market. Now, when you have this understanding, you know that in the long-term perspective, the market always have a time that it will be down and a time that it will be up, which rotate around 4-year cycle, sometimes by extension, 5 years. So if that is the case, when was the last 4 years cycle? Without that, 2021 and 2022, which was 2021, sometimes could be elongated, okay? Now, so 2022, yeah, we start having a downtime to 2023. So 2023, we have a jump up. And so that's where you can tell that you should still expect that the market should come down. Okay, you should still expect that the market should come down. Well, I don't know, maybe to 20,000, give and take, you know, from where it is right now. If it come down, so, or worst case scenario, you don't want it to break below 19,000 or, you know, $18,000 thereabout. If it come down, no problem. Or we should have the market move up to around 34, 38 or 40,000 and now crash down. So after the crashing down, maybe something like this. So after the crashing down, you now expect we are getting closer to the halving. And then maybe after the halving, few months thereafter, or extending to the following year of halving, you now have the blow at the top. So at that point, when you are buying some coins, let me use example, you're buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, you know, BNB, or some of those top coins in the coin market cap, or let's look at top 20 like Bitcoin, Ethereum, coins that have witnessed the bear markets before. Wow. So you can look at this guy. So let me just refresh this guy. You can look at XRP. Yeah, XRP is not resting at all. So XRP, some of those major coins. And that's why we tell people that when you are investing into the crypto, you want to buy into some major top coins and call them primary coin. It could be 1 or 2 or 3. I'm not going to tell you which coin to buy and so, but if you're on our platform, maybe private mentorship, be with me and all of that, you know that we have primary coins to buy and just hold them. But this is the job. I haven't bought some coins and hold them. This is the job. You want to buy along with the market structure. And so market structure has to do with what we call trend. Okay, so the trend. So it has to do with the trends. Yeah. Then key value or key levels, or what we call areas of interest. So then, aligned with this, you want to see to understand the price action. So now, having understood that the market is into a cycle, then within the cycle, we're going to have structure of the market. So when we talk about the structure of the market, you're referring to activities in the market within a time frame that can record what we call the uptrend and downtrend. So uptrend and downtrend are not the same as bear and bull. So because people make use of bull and bear, a bull and bear are refers to as seasons, okay? So seasons, then why we have this trends into up and down are the two major types. And then we have of course, the sideways, or what we call the range market, as it were. Now, in between those movements, so let's quickly look at, let's go to trading view. So why you probably will have to need trading view is now going to be this. Let's look at it. I want to open, so you are going to need trading view. If you are on our forum, I have sent you to have trading view. The essence of you having trading view is not to be too technical for yourself. It's just to be able to understand the market direction. Remember, the trading view and other tools, I use so many tools, okay? I use trading view, I use so many more advanced stuff too, to check the market activities and for crypto, for forex, for stock and all of those things. Now, so if that is the case, you're looking at checking what next, what's going to happen to me in the market. So with that, you will need to understand the trend of the market. So let me quickly just go over here. For instance, let me use this guy. Where are you? Thank you. So I'm going to take off this guy. So Bitcoin. So let me just take, like, I could see Matic doing something different. So let me go to take Matic. Okay, so I'm taking Matic for experimentation. So now, Matic, so this long view, okay, for Matic, so I will need to actually change from logarithmic. So I'm taking off this guy. That's not what I'm looking for, okay? So now I'm going to change to sometime. Why we always love to use from longer period to a shorter period is that to be able to check the direction of the market. So the market for Matic had been a big hectic for it, and you expect that Matic may still come down, maybe to 38 cents or thereabout. So, but when you now have to go from 1 day, so let me go to 1 day, right? So Matic seems to want to take a return, but is it actually taking return at a good place? That's what we talked about, market structure. So let me take this. Now, see Matic on a daily time frame, okay? So let's look at where Matic is. So I'm going to take just a horizontal line. So, and then I put it here. Now, do we have area of interest for Matic? The answer is yes. Yeah, why? Because we saw Matic at this point, this is what we call critical area of value. There was a time Matic was trending up. If you look at it, I'm taking off this. Let me zoom up, zoom out this place. Okay, so now there was a time you see Matic was trending up. Yeah, can I find area of point? 3 touch points. Something like that. So I'm not just looking for any perfect stuff. So now Matic was trending up at a point. Yeah, if you look at it, this is daily time frame. That was January 5th. Yeah, market have a kind of a reversal because looking at where it was coming down, and then you see a reversal for Matic. Now, Matic trend up. Yeah. Wow. So Matic now had returned back to region of 2022. That was crazy, right? Got all of those movements, 2022 till retrace back and then have the all-time high of $1 point something, $1.3, and now that was going down. So that was November, that was the all-time high. Yeah, so then we have the previous one was at 2.7, so which was, I think, the first bull market for Matic. Now, Matic take a return. This is a trend, right? This is not a cycle. This is a trend because Matic will be going up and down within a time, factored by fundamental and issues around. And sometimes then you have to now check the technical structure, the market structure. All this movement you are seeing with the candle are what we call the price action. Yeah, so now Matic has moved. So for instance, you have bought Matic at about 79 cents or thereabout. Matic continued to move and got to the top, yeah, of 1.5. So 79, if you look at it, to how much Matic got to, yeah. So Matic, I've given you some money, you sold, and you are looking for another buying opportunity for Matic. Since then, Matic have been trending down. If you look at it here like this, Matic have been trending down, and it's now Matic is like taking another head up, right? Good. So now Matic is taking another head up. Do we have a very good return for Matic where it start taking a head up? Yes. Why? All these points are area of value. Now, Matic got here and got a nice support bounce on daily time frame. However, you have a tail scrub down, no problem about that, which hit up to 40 or 51 cents or 48 cents thereabout, which was over time 48 cents or thereabout. So we could have an area of point value here on daily time frame, and Matic got support and now riding back for Matic. Now, you now need to check what next area of critical point can Matic get hit to now and be having issues. All these places were support point. Let me quickly pick this. I'm not teaching you technical analysis. It's just basic thing for you to understand. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 3, 4. So you are looking at Matic again to probably start having issues from 69 cents and up until maybe 70-something cents. So from 69 cents up until, yeah, 73, 76 cents about. Okay. So Matic will start having issue again from 69 cents to 76 cents. So you are looking at, okay, if you could break that, these are structure, these are market structure. And what are these structure? You have looked at the trend. Now it's like having a trend reversal because it got to a point of interest, which we call key level. And what determine those key levels are now what translate to what we call the stop, the support and the resistance. When you were going down, those places that stopped you not to get down, if you are crashing down, those places that stop you not to crash down are support. But when you break those places, now they are going to wait for you as a wall while you're returning back as resistance. So simple to put. Now, why am I showing us this? Is first of all to understand that the market have a cycle, and secondly, having a cycle, the next you need to understand market has a structure. So you can't go against the structure, especially the trend. For instance, while you are supposed to be selling, you are buying, you're going to face the problem. Okay. So then when you are supposed to be selling, when you're supposed to be buying, you're not selling, you're going to have issues. So you have the market cycle, which is in bull and the bear season, a cycle of 4 years, and then we'll have the market structure, which can happen at any time frame. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and all of that. So the key levels are the areas of interest that like support and resistance, where you have confluence because of the market was to take a return. So when the market, you see some people just out of emotion will tell you that the market, when it get to 1,000, it will stop. No, what will make it to stop? You have to now check the structure, you know. So trading view is not just for every advance. It's for everybody. You just need to learn the basics and all of that. Now, if I have bought coin like that, and I've bought coin and I'm holding, when the market is reversing, I will sell so that I can start buying back. For instance, someone who had sold maybe some Matic that you're just holding, not staking, because either you hold Matic or you stake it. So at this point, you have sold, perhaps up there, and then when you now see that it's now taking a reversal, are there chances? Remember, just like what happened here. Yeah, just like what happened here, the market reversed back, and what happened? It got truncated. The same thing can repeat itself here. It can go up here or here and then break down. But if you break here, you are now going to look at another upper move at area of resistance again at about 8-something cents, in that layers. And that's where you make decision either to buy or to sell. Yeah, for any coin you are holding. Now, so let's go by 4 hours. So maybe this is the place now where you are now swinging. Okay, can see that it only changed the compression, though the structures still are maintaining a standard. Okay, right? Look at it. No worry. Okay, you can see those touch points. Can see those touch points. Can see those touch points. So at this point, you are on a lower time frame now. Can you see now? So look at the structure, what was drew here. Now look at it. The market got broken here. Now maintain up, and then this is final judgment, and the market start going bearish, right? So now you are looking at the market. It has been trending down. Can you see? Finally, it broke the support. Ordinarily, have bounced from here, but it couldn't make it, and then broke the support. And then the minute it broke the support, it destroyed everywhere. And so see the final place now came to retest. So there we are now. Okay, so let me quickly take up this. So there we are now. So I do not even need to put anything unnecessarily before I can check this and say, okay, market is reversing, because you now have identified the structure and the market and the price action. Now you can make your decision, as it were. So, but even when you want to use simple EMA, that is 50 and 21 EMA, if you are doing 4 hours and 1 hour, swinging, now you want to use 50 and 21 EMA, for instance. So I go back to this guy, right? Can change it to red, and then make the input to be 50. Yeah, then it's okay. Okay, I can make it thicker. Yeah, so style here, thick. Okay, go back to this guy, make it 21. So make this one green. Yeah, make it thicker, then come over here, make it 21. So yeah, you can now see that so the markets have been struggling, and of course downward all this while, and then got broken when the 21 EMA crosses down. So you sold. But in buying, will you wait for 21 EMA to cross 50? No, that's where you now need combinations of both the market structure, the price action, and because if you are waiting for this place, that means you'll be waiting for the market at 71 cents or so. Meanwhile, somebody had already bought at 41, 48 or 50 cents, or even maybe at this point, 60 cents or thereabout. Now, having bought here, for the fact that you bought here does not mean that even the market will rally up, just like somebody who bought here now and the market got up here, and then what do you see? It still crashed down. So the same thing, the market get up here, 69 cents, and then it will drop down. That's a continuity, right? But that doesn't mean that, okay, imagine if I have bought a coin here, okay, so a man who had bought here, let's say at 60 cents, and probably got up here, that's 15%. So you can sell, or people who are doing, future trading now, so maybe just like 5x or 10x. So 5 times 15, yeah. So you should know that that's about 75%. Person can make money. And that's why you need to understand the market structure, as it were. So now that's why I was doing following up the Matic itself and some other coins here. So this is trading view that you click, and then I search for coins. So because I've used it, that's why it's going to pop up. But if you have not used it, it may ask you to use your email to log in. So this is Matic. And then it will ask you to launch chart. So I launch chart. So of course, some of those things I've already drew here is going to pop it up because I have it ready. In your own case, wouldn't pop it up this way. So now what I do is to have all of those tokens I was following in a watch list. You can see like Cardano, I think I entered Cardano on the markets. Let me check for future, and it has been going up. I think at the point it was up to 50%. Later it came down. So, but because I'm still looking at the market is trending up, probably to get to up to, so let me just log in if I can see. Okay, just a moment. Sorry, I needed to bring out something. Refresh. Come over here. So, buying into the market, you do not need to know too much. All you need to just to know basics. And of course, learn how to follow instruction from whoever you have chosen to be your mentor, not a tormentor anyway. Because everything around the market is about the right informations and applications of those information at the right time. So if you do not apply information rightly, it will be a wasted one, and it has a way of wounding you. And you will be seeing that your portfolio can be balloon up and then crash down again because you are not even paying attention to what matters. Needed to check something here. Where are you? Coin W. I remember telling people that I'm not a full-time trader, as it were. Neither am I a full-time future trader. I only trade future at a season. And that's why I tell people, if you're not, what is it called? If you're not swinging your market, you may be wasting so much energy. Okay, so look at this is Cardano. You can see that Cardano has gone up very well, but it has not yet, I didn't even set to take profit or whatever. So it's still seated on 41%, right? Look at it. It's still seated on 41% and it's on 10x. Okay, so why? Because you have checked the structure. When the market was crashing, everybody was shouting. That's not an issue. We're happy because we're going to get another good buying position. So that's why you see my line here. This is like a reversal point. And of course, no matter how you pump it and pump it up, it's going to have problems at all this market structure. These are area of value. So it's going to be having problems here, even if it managed to cross this, 30 cents and all of that. So it has a lot of bumpy ahead. What can happen for this bumpy to be clear at once if the whole market turn around to be very, very violent? Bitcoin go violence, everything go violence, just like Gensler being faced with by the US Congress now and all of that. So all of those hype can pump up more coins and then, right? So it can, if not, it's going to have a lot of issues to cross all of those places that were, perpetually more or less like a support for it over time. But in between that time to now, so somebody can make money. It's very possible that if by the time you get to 30 cents, it will have done 100%. So that's what you do when you are swinging, because you don't need to give yourself headache. However, must you do future? No. So you do not have understanding or energy for future. You can always do your spot. But this is what I always say. If you want to swing the market, don't swing the market, or if you want to, yes, let me say semi-swing, don't do that with very little money. Like, unless you understand what you are doing per time, because people too who do with little money do not understand what they are doing per time. You start, maybe you're trading with $100 and you're comparing yourself with somebody who is trading with $10,000. You do not need that. I can tell you, if you are consistent, the person who is trading with $10,000 may come and ask you, how do you do it later? You may surpass his equity over time. So, but people are not patient. And then when anything little happens, people don't take personal responsibility. So I'm saying all of this because I've seen people who are struggling, and I see that the crypto market or the forex market or the financial market is a deadly place. In fact, some come and tell you it's not an easy place. It's better you go and sell supplement. If you don't sell supplements, you not work well and all of those things. So just because they are not getting it right. If you are not getting something right, you need to ask yourself, what am I actually doing that I'm not doing right? Okay. So that's about, understanding the market. So buying, taking your decision at area of value or key level so that you don't waste your resources. Just after you buy, the market continue to go down. It doesn't make sense. So from where we bought some of those coins now, are we now having a guarantee that the market will not still go down? No, there's no guarantee. We can still go down. So that's one reason why if I buy any coin now, I want to check it. Once you get to that, another area of value to be coming resistance, I sell off and stay aside. Okay? So it is better any money you just use to buy and then you sell off and stay aside, and it presents a good opportunity of entry for you that we are sure the market is returning, then you can come back. If you are not sure, you stay aside. So when it crashed down the more, then you can now enter. So those are the things that people are not paying attention to. Your routine is, number one, you need to have informational platform where you are being directed, tell you, okay, this is what we expect the market and all of that. But your own, you just need to have your basics. Okay, so now next is, I was sharing with us here that look at your demo can give you opportunity to trade. So let's look at something. I go to trade. This is demo account. So I go to, demo. So I go to spot, for instance. Let's go to spot. And so you go to spot and you have been checking a coin. So let me just take coins one after the other. So coins I highlighted some time. Yeah, so let's say I've set up my structure. Yeah, so if you want to know how to set up structure, you have to learn. Probably you subscribe to Planb Express to learn, or maybe a best bet I tell people is to go into, best bet I give to people is to go to private mentorship. But if you don't have 5,000 to be part of private mentorship, then you can just pay for basic and intermediate and subscribe for maybe light portfolio or, be with me premium and all of that. So, and then from there, you learn basic and then you know how to take trade, stuff like that. So let me take other coins, like we mentioned some coins, MCAD, maybe it has come out from, the MCAD is on MX, you see, the guy actually moved, but look at the resistance here. And I think I share with us, maybe some people must have sold MCAD. Yeah, what did I wrote on MCAD? MCAD, okay. So sell at 20. Okay, so you can see this is a resistance. So that's why you see that the guy is struggling. So if he's unable to break here, it will bounce back again here, So MCAD, so I think it's not a good deal for me. Yeah, so I want to go for another token. Yeah, so we mentioned Zeta. Somebody will ask me, how do you know those coins? So that's why you need to learn. Okay, so we mentioned Zeta. I would say Zeta should be bought from 0.01463 to 0.017. So if people could buy, so now, and to be sold at from 0.01823 to 0.021. So look at it, this is a resistance ahead. This is a market structure just to identify some of the resistance area that get to. So I'm sure some persons, somebody who had bought from 0.016, not even 0.014, yeah, about, so let's just see here. Now, so someone who had bought from here to this point is about 11%. So if I'm going to sell at about, yeah, 0.01823 thereabout, that's going to be about 10 to 14%. And you sell, you leave. So if eventually you go up to 2.1, somewhere here, that's about 34%. So, but if you didn't get there, so you have started ladder selling when you get maybe a little bit above here, we'll say 1.823, somewhere here. So very soon you get there. And you have sold. Now, I'm not saying telling you to buy, I'm just showing you when decisions are made. So some people could come and start now FOMOing in at this point. No, you do not need. That's why there are so many coins in the market that you can take advantage of. I was checking key, I'm sure key must have really done jump out. So I don't think it's an opportunity. Oh, key is loaded with so much resistances and all that. So forget about it. Okay, so now let me look at Alvium. Okay, so the guy is still struggling. So ordinarily, if I want to buy among all those other coins, which ones should I buy? I will wait for this guy to pump up and retest. Then I can say this is better for me to buy if the market is going to break out eventually. RLY, rally. No, I'm not really too much about this. Bitget token, BGB. So Bitget. That's a nice one anyway, but okay, so let's take Pepe. Let's take Pepe. So a coin that have some hypes and then chances that people could still. Okay, so I want to say I will buy Pepe. I would rather wait for Pepe to get to that 50102 and retest, then I can say goodbye. So, but in such way, what do you do when you have coin like that? I have not gotten to a good structure where you can say, remember we say structure is to help you to make decision of buying or selling. So if Pepe, I can start ladder buying and then buy more junks when I get a good confirmation that, okay, finally Pepe is actually going up. Do you understand? So if I check that's our market now that way for CoinW, will have gone up more in percentage. Okay, can you see now? It's already 53%, just where we came now. So people who are scalping will have scalped severally, but I do not have time for scalp. I don't have that energy. That's why reliably go to take markets that have actually confirmed, that they were going. So XRP2 was part of the coin, I think last week when it jumped down, we say we're going to buy just because number one, the structure, number two, come on. So XRP for a very long time have been hindered here. So now, as soon as it retests this area now, next candle printed, man, that's crazy. So you can imagine it was a very down, a lot of resistances for it. But of course, caution should be exercised at this point because so anyone who must have bought. Now, I'm not telling you that you can always be often buying coin like this. This is about 10% or thereabout. But what I'm telling you is that you do not need to be jumping after the coin. It's just for you to identify the good area of entry and then a good area. So let me look at system, SYS. Okay, well, so now, so this is a kind of reversal pattern. Yeah, which is very nice. If it's able to retest over here, then I may consider buying because once the break here can do banana. So you could observe something like this in what we call head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so so I took enough of that. So let me quickly now share with you other things. So we have told you that, building your business in the crypto space, of understanding the cycle, then other things you want to understand, the news or trend, that is a fundamental trend around the coin or whatever. Then you look at the prices, all right, to be able to go ahead and make decision for any coin you want to buy. So then other thing you want to do is to diversify. All right. So I think I put some things here. Other things you want to do is to diversify. Okay. I think I just set some coins. So if you don't have, if you do not have those exchanges, so I'm going to send out to us like the trading view. Sure. Okay. All of those, the CoinW, then Bybit, OKEX, you need them. You need those exchanges. So now, but before I will experiment on OKEX, so let me quickly show you. Now we have different platforms. So part of the thing we're using for our cash flow is the Evergreen FX for Forex. Now, people don't know, I don't trade Forex as a scalper every time. I get into very good entry, just like what I did to AUD card was fantastic. Now, but that could happen maybe once in 1 month or once in 2 months, sometimes once in 3 months. So and that's where people mixed it. Let's use an example. Is it no more fantastic for you to get into the market once in 1 month or once in 2 months, and you end up doing maybe once in 2 months, you end up doing like 120%, or even 50% of your equity once in 2 months, that's 25%, but with rest of mind. So if it's $5,000 and you do 50% of it in 2 months, so that's about $2,500 in 2 months added to your equity. That's how you build wealth. It's not about those jamboree people are doing. So, and that's why you see that if you look at, we in Evergreen FFS, we allow the boat to be trading and taking small profit that is taken. Yes, but however, you could encounter some terrible, bad market at the time. You don't complain, you don't bother yourself. It's just to now look at how to fine-tune and take advantage of the market next time. So that's where many people actually are missing today. Now, people still patronize Ponzi scheme, and then on the name of even the good one, you are losing money. Yes, losing money is part of the game. You can lose money. So just get that for sure. But I always tell people the worst you want to do is to give your money to some of those third-party Ponzi scheme platforms. So the best for you is that your money is in your hands by yourself, being operated, and then if you lose money in the course of trying to build your wealth, you know that you lose it to the market, not losing it to unscrupulous people. Okay? So now, Evergreen FFS is one of the craziest things for you now. And I'm sure of recent now, there's a promo ongoing. So you have 25% discount of, if it's the giant supposed to be $500, so 25% is going to help you. The GDI is, I think, 300, 25% is going to help you. So you want to use it. So those boats, at least Giant will be doing literally true profit for you every day. So let's say at the end of 1 month or so, I just like me now, I think, let me just check. I just paid my own, what is this one called? Yeah, let's go here. So, okay. So it's your choice that you build up your activities. For instance, if you check this account was account of $1,000 before additional money was added to it to make it $2,000, so thereabout. You look at the history or invoice. Yeah, can you see? Now, what it pays for subscription, and then when the first month was concluded of the trade, $74 was paid as a kind of, what do they call it? Repayment, right? That's profit share. And then $61 another time. And then look at the month of June, $91 in the month of June. That was just this one. So because I think it's now $2,000 been traded. Yeah, so okay, so far, after, so that means the beginning of this month up till now, it has made $76, So like yesterday, I think he made $18 on that 2,000, no bad deal. So just continue to do that. Now look at what we do. This is what we do. Now then because we building the affiliate around it is another joy, and it can help you. If you look at it now, referral commissions are maybe taking this amount. Now, it has grown in ranking to that it made, I think this was 750 that time. Here was it 300? Or I don't know, that 500, 750. That's collected all of those ones. Now, so let's call it 500, 750, 1,000, 250. And so when those monies are withdrawn, where do they go to? You now go back to your trading portal. That your Bybit, come on, see Bitcoin. I saw this mark. I say, this guy is just going to do crazy things. Oh my God, market can be very volatile sometimes. Okay. Oh my God. So Cardano too. So that means our trade must have up its game to an extent. So 57% now. Okay, 55% or thereabout. Now, so this is the thing I'm trying to pass across. Now, all this money, that's how you build your wealth. When they are coming, you don't waste it because you want to eat ishewu or whatever. So what do? We take that money back to recycle. Number one, you have staking platform and farming, like DeFi games. Now look at this is Drip Network. So let me mention we have Drip Network. We have what is WigoSwap. Okay, we have WigoSwap. We have ULX staking. So you want to know more about this. So if you are connected, you can ask whoever that invited you to this meeting. Remember, this is Planb special business combo. So we have WigoSwap, we have ULX, right? I saw this thing came down to 0.023. Now we have ULX, that is Ultra Swap for farming. If anybody is in Planb and complaining that it does not have money, I think it is his choice. I can say that categorically. We have ULX staking, we have the ULX farming, we have the ULX whatever, right? We have those ones. So then we have, so we have these guys, post-chain farming as post-X, PLX. I saw that 3. So we have all of those farming going on. Then now, this is what I instructed everybody in our ecosystem last week or something, that go to your Mavi or Tron. Some people are marketers there. I'm not saying you should not do your marketing, but what we're looking for is how to build wealth, okay? Now, I told us, I said, go back to your Mavi back office, okay? So I'm going to do something this now, as I just remember this. Go to your Mavi back office. If you have not got connected to our platform, you can see us, how do I go about it? So go to your Mavi back office and go to My Hub and then change all of those things to what I call I say remove it from the auto stake. Now, many of you in our ecosystem, I'm going to tell you more reason why, we are very flexible and we don't want a situation where we're entangled. Ordinarily, we have locked this play, wanted to leave it for like the next 3 years without touching, let's just be recycling. But there's something. Now, I discover we need to be in charge right? We need to be in charge. If you look at this account, let's say what has been logged was, maybe original stake was 56,000 tokens. Because it was in auto stake, it's now like a base of 115,247 tokens. Now, why do I say we should remove it auto? So that we can be getting this token out. And so the first thing you're supposed to do is to go to your MetaMask and copy your wallets, right? So go to your MetaMask. Now, if you are new, never mind, you are going to get to know how to do this. You are interested in all of those things, so you have to contact us. If you are watching me live on my Facebook, on my YouTube, you can chat with me on my phone number, +234 80369245 and 88. WhatsApp chat. I hardly have time to pick up. So chat with me on my phone number, +234 80369245 and 88. Then your friends invited you to our forum, or you are watching the video after the presentation and your friend was the one that sent you, ask him how do you go about it so that you can get involved. So this is Ultron blockchain, for instance. So you are meant to change to the Ultron blockchain. Of course, you want to get that, can do that through the Ultron swap and all of that. See what I'm doing? You copy your wallet address, okay? Now you copy your wallet address and go back to your back office on Ultron, then go to your profile and go to your, from your profile, go to your, I think settings, or sometimes it may take you to account. You have to go to account, sorry. Yeah, so you go to wallets. So from settings, you go to wallet. So you got to add the wallet address. So you can add, so you can see I add. So you have some wallet you were withdrawing money with before. So I go and add wallets. So label it ULX, okay, for instance, and then paste the wallet and add. And then, so you are good to go, right? So next you want to do is that you want to make withdrawal. Ensure you add your own wallet. You know, some people just go and say they click withdrawal, they didn't see. But listen, now let's withdraw. What you are going to be withdrawing, what you will see when the money drop. So what we saw here was 68. Okay, yeah, 68. So 68. Yeah, it say, are you sure you, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you to send a code to your email. And of course, you need to do your your 2FA. So if you have not done your 2FA on your ULX, kindly do that, please. Right? Now, tell us, why am I doing this? Because we, in Plan B, we have told you 5 years to financial freedom. For the fact that we are building 5 years to financial freedom does not mean, there's something I like about these guys, this Ultron community, Ultron Mavi. I love something crazy about them. How do you know a company that's actually genuinely doing something that is not about just gimmicks of scamming people? Look, let's observe. Do you observe the withdrawal? To withdraw this one, they charge me one. I think it's one. They always charge one ULX. Oh gosh. I remember some platforms when you want to withdraw, the moment they know that you are withdrawing, they are going to charge you some crazy amount, volumes of tokens, or they will say either dollar or whatever. They're going to charge you crazy amount. But look at a platform now, one ULX. So I'm going to put it 870. So now see what I am doing is a success. So now the other account too, I just have all my accounts that's there. I think I have about 3 accounts or so. I did all of this. Now, so when it comes, it's not going to come as ULX. It's going to come as wrap ULX. Okay, so because sometimes you may log into your back office and you are looking for ULX, you won't see it, and you say, where is it? It's actually in wrap. So you have to go to yeah, you have to go to your Utron swap and go to ULX, right? So at that time, whatever volume of ULS, wrap ULS that was sent to your wallet, you're going to see it here. And then you can what? Swap it. So once you swap it, you are now going to see it as what? ULX. So take note of this. Now, once you have withdrawn volumes, then you can decide to now do farm, right? You can decide to do farm or just take. So look at it now. You can farm with, merging the ULS token with other coins. So you can decide to farm, look at it, FTM, you can farm with Cake, Matic. I know many people would love to farm it with Matic, with Cardano. Can you see? This is lovely. So, okay, if I want to farm it with Cardano, you now ask yourself, how do I go about it? So you have to merge, so you have to do liquidity, but you have to bridge Cardano. Yeah, so look at it, let's say ULS and ADA. Where is ADA? This is ADA. Okay, so ULX and ADA. Okay, so can I connect with this wallet? I don't think so. Or do I have any token there? So, of course, you may want to import ADA to this place, okay? So where do I import ADA to this place? So you probably want to say you go to bridge. So where do you have ADA? Probably you have it on your BSC swap, on your BSC, Binance Smart Chain. So, and now I have to go and check for ADA. Okay, can you see? This is ADA. Okay, yes. Add token. Okay. So add token. Oh, sorry. So can you see ADA? This is ADA, right? So it's a minimum you can add is 27. So there's 40 something here. Okay, so let's experiment. I love this. So 44 ADA. So bridge the token. What do you know what you are doing now? You are taking the ADA that is on Binance Smart Chain to Utron so that you can farm it. Okay. So I can just 50. I'm just. So let me take 44. All right. So bridge it, approve. So you wait for it patiently. See, there's something I love about when you really know what you are looking for in the crypto space. I can tell you boldly speaking, no matter what is happening, market is crashing down. Because you are strategic in your business, I can tell you have rest of mind. That's what the scripture talked about, rest about. It's not about out of problem. There will be problem because of what you know and what you have done and what you are doing. Is what distinguished you. That we are not going to face challenge is not true. We will face it. Challenges will come and other things, but because you really, that's just like when you say, for they who do know their God, they shall be strong and do exploit. Not that there will not be trouble. There will be turbulence. There will be issues, but because you know your God, okay? Because you know your God. So we're bridging. So how many ADA? So we bridge ADA now here. So I think we'll bridge already. So if you say you want to bridge more now, I'm not sure we'll have any fraction again. So you can see now. So the same way when you have made the money, yeah, when you have made the money and you have unwrapped everything and you want to take it back, just to swap the network this way. Any coin, irrespective, not only ADA. So some people ask me, hey, I saw this, how do I stake and all of that? So for instance, you can see now they have cut some fractions. Assuming I want to take it back, I will bridge it, okay? I'll bridge it back. So this is ADA. How many do I want to bridge? So let's say 40. Okay, so now I bridge it back. So, but what do we want to do? We have got to bridge it. The next we go to is to go to liquidity, okay? So I've gone to liquidity. So now in going to liquidity, what exactly do we want to do? We want to supply liquidity for these two guys. All right, so let's go. How many? So let me say, I don't know what is the word, so but let's just say the 80 pieces. Okay, it's just going to use just few fractions of ADA because it's not much, right? So, but I don't mean it's much. I will have used everything. So now, but because of this training is why we're doing this. So I'm going to click on supply. All right. So I'm supplying. Yeah, supply maximum. Oh, I think it's 27. Uh-oh. 27. I think it was up to, okay, let me just say 27 so that if I'm reaching again, so now this is it. Okay, so 25.91 something. Yes, approve. Go ahead, pay for the transactional fee. All right, so we're paying for the transaction fee. So please, you can use this, this knowledge to refer to other bridging you probably want to do at any time. Now, remember, we have supplied liquidity. That's not all. Remember, we start from the bridge. We went to the liquidity. Now we go to farm. So when we go to farm, so what have we bridged? We have bridged and supply liquidity for ADA. So let's click this arrow button down. And so you can now see, say, no token stake, get this. I already have. It's telling you if you do not have, you need to go and make provision for the LP. We already have. So I just click on this plus sign, maximum. Can you see? Maximum. Then I click on what? Confirm. She's going to ask me for gas fee. I hope I have some gas fee because as if I've collected everything. 82. Anyway, the gas fee may not be so much because now I'm dealing on Utron blockchain. So it's going to collect gas fee on Utron token, coin rather. Remember, Utron is a layer 1 blockchain. So you may be seeing some partnership over the years with Utron blockchain. Okay, so it's coming up. So LP, yes, I'm using all the LP. Next. Crypto is sweet. I won't lie to you guys. Are there trouble? Yeah, the troubles are there. But I think there are troubles that if you know what you're doing, you know how to manage yourself. That's just the truth. Because while you are here, this training is a sacrifice for you. A lot of people will, what's he going to say? But you know that have a dimension of doing things sometime. Yeah, you wouldn't know what will come up next. And remember, I will say special business combo. So leveraging and building the cash flow to work. Yeah. So you make money on your evergreen FFS. Okay, yeah, you can see the gas fee is very minimal. So you make money on your evergreen FFS, scoop the money out, even those money in your equity. Let's say you are trading with $5,000, and at the end of 1 or 2, 3 or 4 months, you have made maybe just 20 or 40% of your money. Or let's even say just 20% of your money. So 20% of $5,000, I wouldn't know. You can withdraw out there and then pull up to this farming, buy coins and all. So can you see, guys? So you're saying, okay, the worth of that is just $14. So no. It has started generating income. Right? So you say the LP is what? Now, let me show you something. The more the price of ULX and Cardano is going up, this $14 will change. So, but this is the LP. That is the liquidity pool. Now, this guy is your yield, which is paying you in ULX. That is wrap ULX. So when you make money, you can always harvest, convert it, and use the money as you like. Why this one is the engine room that continue to pay you money. The same thing you want to do on Polkadot, 121. And remember, I told you when we started this guy, it was at 300 and something percent. So that is how we make. So this is ULX. I've just shown you the ULX. We go swap. I wouldn't have that time now. Maybe subsequently we're doing other things. And then, of course, we talked about the drip network. Okay, I need to change the network. What I've been doing is that I've been building different wallets. I'm not telling you to build different wallets. I've been building different wallets. I have been taking them to 10,000, 10,000. So once I get to 10,000, I stop that one. I just continue to compound that account. So if I need money any day, so imagine, so if I need money any day, so imagine if I take this guy to 10,000 now. So let's be realistic. If I take it to 10,000, that means every day I can be making like how many drip? That would be 100 drip. So 100 drip. So if drip is 30 cents or 31 cents, so multiply by 0.31. So that's going to be $31 in a day. And maybe I need money next month. And then the market, I can observe the market, which is another logical trading. So $31 every day. So let's say the market even crashed down to 25 cents. So that's going to be $25 every day. So multiply by 30 days. That's going to be $750. So I can just allow it to be stockpiling without compounding. And then after 1 month, I can cash that one out. And then, so 10%, of course, for tax and all of that. That's why we're building different wallets to take them. After I'm done with this now, I'll face another wallet in that order. Now, this may not pay up now. It may be when, so imagine if this now taken to 10,000, and let's say the token is 31 cents. This is a token that was at $170 something. I'm not saying it should go to $20 something. Let's go to $10. So if you go to $10, yeah, I may be wrong anyway. So if you get to $10, so what now happened to me? If you get to $10 and I'm making 100 every day, so that will be 100 multiplied by 10, right? That will be $1,000. $1,000 times 30 days. Now, so the price may be up there for a while for that month, and I'm withdrawing that. But is it that time that I should be planting? No, it is now that the price is so insignificant that I should be planting, that can be harvesting. I've seen people who have done maximum. They have taken about 4, 5 to 10 account to the maximum maxing out of the token. That's getting to 100,000. That's the maximum you can do per wallet, and then you now stop, and then you can continue to just making the money and the harvesting. So that's one thing. So you want to start, of course, can check the link on the comment sections and then go ahead and do all of those things. So we have a lot of things that way. So you can see the evergreen FFS. Now, having made some of those money, what do? You now go back, all right? So let's go back here. I'm wrapping up now. So this is, yeah, so this is about 1.5 hours already. Oh, more just dropped. So, but of course, after, so that's 70. I don't even know how many I'm making per day. So I can't really, because they are in segment. So since they are in segment, so, but I think, yeah, so they are in segment, you cannot really know. So now look at this, what I ask us to experiment. So what do you experiment? Let's say we'll come here. What token did I just check? I was checking some tokens. I said, is it Matic? No, cannot buy Matic now again. Matic. So sorry now. So I searched. I was checking a token. Okay, I said system. So I hope it's there. Or ILV is in OKEX. Yeah, it's in OKEX. Okay, so let's say I want to buy ILV. So let's go. I hope it's going to be on the. So now I go to ILV. LV is not there. So which token is common there? Okay, so let's look at AI Dodge. I think he has gone banana, and I don't think there's a headway for it now. So let's see AI Dodge. AI Dodge. Okay, you want to see AI Dodge reclaim up out here before you take it serious. So, but let's now say we want to buy AI Dodge, okay? Or ARB. Okay, yeah, so ARB can still go up to about 1.8 cents. So let's go. Let's take ARB. So you come over here and then let's check ARB. ARB, that's Arbitrum, USDT. What's going on? So there's a conjunction somewhere. Okay, so let me take Baby Dodge. No data. I just want to experiment, taking trade for some persons who find it difficult. So let's check Aptos. Good. So now I'm taking Aptos. So let me check Aptos, APT. Fantastic. So I'm taking Aptos, okay? So now I'm taking Aptos. Sometime when you are buying a token, if you are doing future trading, we always say use what we call risk reward. So if I'm trading now, when I'm using risk reward, so let's say I want to long, all right, those of you who want to do future, you're using risk reward, so you want to long 10 pages now. Okay, so now your stop loss, let's say you saw stop loss, the previous swing low. So the previous swing low should be here. So your previous swing low is about, come on, this is crazy. You give tolerance that 9.32%. Man, that's too long. That's what you can afford to lose. So you can use, so probably let's use this immediate swing low. That's 5.23. Now, your risk reward tolerance 1 to 1.5. So if it's 1 to 1.5, this is 5.3, 5.23. So you are now saying 5.23 multiplied by 1.5, okay? So you know where you are taking. So that's about 7.85. So let's just say 8%. So this is 12% already. So 8% should be somewhere down here. So you're now saying when the market gain, but chances are there you're looking at about 7.3 or so. So you can now place your take profit there and your stop loss down here at about 6.1. So let's go. I'm now buying, this is spot, so you don't need all of those too much of this. So, but you want to look at what we call, area, that is area of interest. So this is key level, this is a key level, okay? 7.2, so $7, right? So now we're buying at 6.454. 6.454. Right? So how much are we buying? Worth of just $100. So now $100. So buy Aptos. So, the market, come on. So now I'm sure it has bought now, by now. That's not bad. So let me just refresh it. So it has bought, right? So now it has bought some Aptos. Now remember, you want to sell Aptos at $7. So what you do is just to go ahead here, 7. Now you may not sell all your token at a go, you'll rather sell. So 50%, yeah. So please sell 50%. You see? So limit order, yes. Now it has placed it. So probably the next one you say 7.5. So 0.5. Now still 50%. Look at it. Now 50% again, place price, leave it. Now the remaining little fraction, just leave it, don't sell. So in case the market now becomes so bogus and favorable, then that's when you want to sell. So, but you have taken this. Now, if the market now get there and it's retracing, of course, you get confirmation, it's not going further, you can sell the remaining fraction. Doesn't matter. Now, you see, we bought at 6.454. Now it's 6.456 or thereabout. So that's how you set your trade. So you can learn a lot of things using the demo to practice. But of course, you have to use the live to not to get carried away with only the demo without putting money to your OKEX that you'll be trading. But the future trading, of course, I've told you, one of the lovely things, what is it called? One of the lovely things these guys have done, CoinW, is to help people to get access to, signal informations and that they can trade and get access to more training too and all of that. Wow. This guy is almost close to him. So now if I want to do, maybe you want to take profit because I didn't set anything. I think I was doing training when I opened the trade for some persons. Did I set take profit stop loss? No. So I can go ahead. So there's a trailing take profit stop loss and all of that. So set take profit. Okay. At take profit at 0.299. 0.299 take profit, right? So is it all? So whatever. So if I want to say all, I know position yield. So it's telling you it's at 55% right now. So if I say take profit, okay, then I click confirm. You get? So the moment it gets to 0.299, it's going to sell. Yeah, the moment it go to 0.299, it's going to sell. So presently, it's about 57%. Okay. Now, and if you look at it, like I said, this is ADA. It has been going up and down as if it was not going to go, see if it was going to. So we said it have capacity to go to about 30 cents or thereabout. So when you see market going to get to about 30 cents or 40 cents, it's better you put your price below that, in fact, far below it, so that it's more achievable to get there, because people have expectations it's going to get there. Trade below, behind the crowd, and ahead of the crowd. Okay, so your OKEX will help you. Then apart from apart from you can use the demo, then you can use the robots. And then you can use the robots to set your trade, right? And then on your Bybit, the same thing. So we'll do a lot of things on Bybit too. So I think I will send the link of all of those things. So if you're new, you can always add all of that. Then do your farming, do whatever thing you want to do. To make money in crypto, if you can follow instruction, I can tell you it's super amazing. I would say for free. Yeah, it's super amazing. The challenge with people is that people are not ready to learn. People are not just ready to learn. They are not ready to learn. They're not ready to follow simple instruction. Everybody just wants to become a millionaire overnight. And I can tell you for free, as long as those are your desire, you will see fake people coming around you, telling you what's not obtainable. I follow people quietly and then see their character, the way they display, and then I write my own I write my own journal and a piece about them, because I've seen a lot of people, friends that we interact together in business, and I saw that they tell you that they don't like Ponzi, but that's what they promote every time. Guys, can see now this one is generating money and all of that. Sometimes I do some of those experiments without knowing. And I love to do experiments. Sometimes people complain to me, I do not have enough money. That was why. You just see that this is $14. This is just $14, right? So there is no amount that is too big. There's no amount that is too small in crypto to do well. Okay? So it's expedient. We settle down, get the best for ourselves so that we can make a lot of money in this space. Money can be made if you pay rapt attention. If you are not attentive, you will just miss a whole lot of things. You will miss a whole lot of things. So if you have signed on the CoinW, I resend a link the other time. I ask you to chat with me with your ID. Somebody chat me with his ID. I checked, I couldn't see you. If I cannot find you on my tree, you can't, there's no how I'm going to set, I cannot set a rebate for you. So rebates are meant to be set for you because when you are trading, yeah, you can have access to rebate, both on, the spot, the future, and all of that, so that you can have some rebate. While you're trading, the gas fee you pay, they will still pay you part of it as like a kind of rebate, just like what we have in the broker for Forex. So chat with me now. So to the link and use it, register, chat with me, and then we can do a lot of things. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, that's just the basics to this Tuesday. Probably you have questions. I'm going to unmute you right now. Info, you're to XRP, and you are in the spirit. Are you in the spirit, Mr. Spisti? You are in the spirit. I'm not going to be surprised if they add XRP. I'm not going to be surprised when I see that if they could go ahead, have added ADA, and they are so selective in the tokens they are adding. So I'm not going to be surprised. Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if I see XRP being added as a peer. I'm not going to be surprised. It's super amazing. People always let us go far before they see to what we are doing. Yeah, that's it. People always let us go very far. When it's, when it can be fun, we don't call on to. So it's very important. So learning and applying the basics, it's good when you are learning it at the right time. But people don't pay attention. They will get carried away by a funny scheme, and that's why it's so unfortunate. The Ponzi promoters will keep making noise everywhere because they are seeing patronage from people. People refuse to learn. So you can see XRP, it's a bad guy. So it's not respecting anybody. It's just going. So I'm not going to be surprised to see XRP back to something cent. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so you have questions. Why not? I will give you guys access now. You can just chat on the chat box, or you can put up your digital hands, and then I will mute you to ask your question. If you have anyone. Okay, so in the absence of non-questions, I think we have come to the end of this trading this Tuesday. See you again next week, Tuesday. Wow, see volatility. My goodness. See Cardano just dumped from 28 cent 90 penny. No, 28 cent 85 penny back to 28 cent 36 penny. Crazy. Okay, so okay, let me check this ones on Facebook Live if they have any question. There's none. then we call it a day. And this episode of the Planb Special Business Combo, it will be till next week, Tuesday again. So thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Go and implement all the actions. Those of you who are on private mentorship, it is expedient you pay attention to informations and instructions as much as possible. And then so that we can go the same direction at all times. So please, if you're watching this recording and your friends sent to you, contact them for necessary equipment and the tools you need to get kick off. And then, of course, you want to get enrolled in our academy, basic, intermediate, advanced, masterclass, all our signal group. Contact us, and then you can get on board. In Port Harcourt and the Evron, our office at number 49, that's Chidima Plaza, number 49, Odaba Road, opposite Mimi Tasty Fish, close to Roma Masi Runabout, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. And you can also log on to our website, www.planbexpress.com. Enjoy your day.